Hello grade 6ers, welcome at the grade 6 NST class of Katu Primary School. You will see here is a link below. You can follow this link and you go to the YouTube channel, and you can also watch some other exciting videos that have been posted there. Okay, so follow me in your textbook. I'm starting there on page 114, and then you can follow me as we talk about circuit diagrams. Okay, so electrical circuits is a pathway for electricity to flow. So we know that electricity is a form of energy. So this electrical energy can be changed into sound energy, can be changed into light energy, and can be changed into movement energy. Any appliance need a source of energy to work. So let us just have a look to the next points there. Okay, so a simple electrical circuit, why we call it a simple circuit is not because it's stupid, but because it's a very easy circuit. We get more complicated circuits or more difficult circuits, like I've explained to you in the class as well, like the circuits you find in cell phones, and there on the page 114 you will see there is some pictures also for you. Okay, so a circuit is a place where energy is transferred from one place to another. So the circuit provides a pathway for electricity to flow from the source of energy to where it is required, depending on the devices that are working. The pathway need to be formed a closed loop, so there can't be spaces in between the circuit. It is very important for us to have a closed circuit in regards to the flow of electricity. If you have a look here at the bottom, you will see that we have a closed circuit here. From the source of energy, the energy will flow to the light bulb, and because it's a closed circuit, it will flow back, and there the light will shine. In this circuit, similar to the other side, there is a source of energy here. There is some wires connected to the light bulb, and it also flows through a switch that will control the flow of electricity inside of the circuit. So that is what we talk about when we talk about a closed circuit. So here you get the idea. Remember, circuits can be small, circuits can be big, depending on what we want our circuits to do. Okay, so let us just have a new look at the next page here. Okay, so a simple circuit consists out of components. Now these components let things happen inside of the circuit. So a simple circuit firstly needs a source of energy, and that source would be cells or batteries. Okay, now I provide you with some pictures here at the bottom so that you can just get an indication of the of how the what I'm talking about. So here I've got some pictures for you of a cell, and there's a car battery. So why we call it a car battery? Because a battery is two or more cells connected with one another. So each one of the lids here is a cell, and the cells are connected with one another, and that's why this forms a car battery. Here I've got a cell inside of a cell phone. Here I've got some cells inside of a remote. Okay, so that is the first thing, the source of energy. The second thing I need is the conducting material, and this conducting material would be copper wire, for instance, that conduct the electricity on the inside, but always it will be insulated with a plastic layer on the outside, and that's for safety reasons, so that we do not get electrical shock. So electrical wire will connect the different components with one another and allow electricity to flow inside of the circuit. Okay, the third thing we need is devices. We need a device to function inside of the circuit. So a device would change the electrical energy depending on what specific job I wanted to accomplish. If I want my circuit to give me light, I will connect a light bulb. If I want my circuit to have a rotating motor, I will connect a motor. Otherwise, I will make some sound with an electrical buzzer. So firstly, I will have a light bulb connected there to the circuit. Then I have a buzzer or electrical motor, depending on what I want my circuit to accomplish. So here you have nice pictures that shows you the different components of that we just talked about. Here's some light bulbs, here's the electrical motors, and here is the doorbell that actually is almost the same as a buzzer. Okay, lastly, I need in my circuit, I need an electrical switch. The switch is the component in the electrical circuit that controls the flow of electricity inside of the circuit. So my switch will control the flow of electricity. When I put on the switch, the electricity will flow. When I put off my switch, the electricity will stop flowing. So that is how I control the flow of electricity inside of my circuit. Remember now, it should be an unbroken pathway of electricity. Okay, so here's examples for you of switches. Here at the bottom, you can see what we are referring to. So you can relate to this kind of switches in your everyday life. Okay, now we're going to talk about circuit diagrams. Now remember, not all of us can draw equally well, and that's why we made it easier for people in electricity to draw the components by using electrical symbols. So these symbols are easier drawings that we have created so that we can explain to people what we want inside of the circle. So people right over the world uses the same symbols to indicate certain things. So here I have a light bulb. Here's the real picture of a light bulb, but this is the symbol of how a light bulb would look like. Okay, this is the picture of a switch, but this is the symbol of a switch. Now remember, now this is a closed switch. What it means is that the electricity will be able to flow through the switch. If I want to draw the switch open, it will be off and the electricity will not be able to flow. Here I have the symbol of a cell. This cell is the source of energy inside of the circuit. And then lastly, I've got the battery, or two cells connected with one another, and that I will draw in that way. Now remember now that we also have other examples of symbols. So for every electrical appliance in the world, there will be a symbol. So it is important that you know the symbols as we go along. So let us have a look here at the bottom. We will see when we draw a circuit, we will add the source of energy. We will draw the light bulb, and this is the connecting material that will be the wires that connecting. Just indicate to you here clearly, this is an open switch, and that is a closed switch. So just make sure that you see the difference between the kind of switches here. Okay, so remember now, normally a circuit, if you see the circuit, it will not look like this. But when we draw it with a pencil and a ruler in this shape so that it is neatly. Okay, so I hope you have learned something today about circuit diagrams. That's all I'm going to say for today. So make sure that you have a look there in your textbook. We are starting there on page 121, starting with activity 4. We're going to do activity 5 and activity 6 as well on page 122 and 123. Okay, so I hope you have learned something today, and make sure to participate in the class.